Hey Lifehouse team, just giving you guys a quick video tutorial on using Google Gmail for emails from now on. It's the easiest way I was able to get this done as I'm going away. So hope I can explain as much as I can in this short time. Any questions, don't feel hesitant to ask me. Just send me a text message and I'll be able to reply when I'm free. First of all, I've placed with Gay a sheet for everyone with their username and temporary password. Just use that password for the next week or so, and then I'll be setting up so that next time everyone logs in, they'll be able to change their password. Just keeping it that way for the moment though. If there is any dramas, then I'm easily able to log in and quickly fix them wherever I am. So first things first, you go to google.com to log in, or you can go to email.riversidedubbo.com to log in. Both work exactly the same, they're just linked together. So first things first, I'll just log into Gay's account to give you guys a bit of a rundown on the layout and a few tricks here and there. Rightio, here's the basic layout of Gmail. Some people might already be familiar with this, some might have never touched it before. Basically, this section here is basically all your emails. Left-hand column is where we have our folders, where we can then subdivide into subfolders. So left-hand side here at the top, we've got mail, we've got contacts, we've got tasks. Down, we've got compose for composing new email. Then we've got inbox. We've got starred, chats, sent, drafts, spam, trash, and Riverside Church. Under this Riverside Church heading, for example, on Gay's account, I have placed each email address she is able to see. Underneath this email address, I have imported all the old emails from Outlook and all their subfolder categories. For an example, Lifehouse admin, I can expand this tab, expand the inbox tab, and here we go, we have all the folders that were on the Outlook Express on her computer. Same thing with all these different accounts, all the emails should be uploaded, ready to go. Jody and Mike won't see all these, they'll only see whatever they have access to. So all your emails will come to here. You can see you've got 3 in the Global Care inbox, 3 in the Global Care admin, Lifehouse admin 26, Nils admin 20, and Nils didn't have any folders allocated to it for some reason. So we'll just take them back up for the moment, and we can close that whole tab if we want to. All your new emails that come in here should now also appear in the main inbox up the top here, and it will say which accounts these are linked to. So we got Nils admin, and then further we go down, we'll be able to see all the different emails. Across the top here we have select button where we can select all the emails on that page, and then from there on in we could move them to a folder or wherever we want to put them. We can delete them, we can mark them all as read, mark them as unread, and etc. We can either click this little tick to deselect them all, or you can simply go drop down arrow and select none. Across the right hand side we've got our page arrows. We can, at the moment, only seeing 1 to 100 of 836. There's more than 836 emails on Gay's account. It just hasn't allocated the ones that I've hooked up from the old Outlook. To the right hand side we've got settings. So if we just click on the settings tab, we can change how we want the layout to be. We can have comfortable, cozy, and compact. Comfortable is the best I found. Cozy's everything's a bit too close together, and compact, everything's really close together. Then if we go down to settings quickly, this is where some of the basic settings are. Won't have to really touch anything too much here. The main thing I'll show you is under this general tab, which we're already in. If you scroll down, we've got the section where we've got our signatures. Now we can create a different signature for each account that you are linked to. So at the moment I've just selected the same signature for all of Gay's accounts, but whichever one the email address is allocated to, I've just changed the email down the bottom. You guys can feel free to adjust this however you guys need to by removing the Global Care logo or Lifehouse logo. Whatever you guys need to run, you guys can change it all here. So yeah, they're all your accounts that you'll be able to have a different signature on every account. And once you've done that, you just go down the bottom and click Save Changes. Next tab across, we've got Labels. This is where all the folders amongst all the different Riverside email accounts are created. Won't go too much into that at the moment, but I can show you guys a bit later if you have any questions on adding them. But it is pretty straightforward if you need to create a new one. Underneath the Labels tab, you just create a new label and you can select where you want that label to sit under. So for example, you want a new label in the Global Care email. When you create it, you'll have an option for it to be nested underneath that email address on the left hand side here. Across we've got Inbox. Not really many settings we need to change in there. Accounts, don't need to worry about that. Filters, I've just set up filters, so everything that comes to Neil's admin at Riverside Dubbo will on the left hand side automatically go to that folder, just to keep everything separated and a bit easier to find. Forwarding and pop, don't need to worry about. Chat, you can chat between members. For example, you can chat between someone sitting in the office next door to you instead of getting out of the office. Left hand side down here is a little chat icon, and you can jump on and you can find people that are online at the same time and on the Riverside group and chat to them. Labs, don't really need to worry about. Offline, we can install Gmail offline. So if the internet does go down, it's the same as having Outlook on the computer where you can still access the emails that you currently have downloaded. I'd recommend doing that. That way, if you guys, the net suddenly drops out at Riverside, that you've got some backup. But the also thing is, if you have this all synced on your phone, you always have the emails with you wherever you go, and everything's synced together. So whatever you send on your phone, you'll be able to see it when you're logging onto the computer. So let's just jump back to Mail. So that's the basic settings of Gmail. Can get more complicated. I suggest keeping it simple for the moment, the time being. Up the top here, the Mail icon, we can jump down to Contacts, where we can then see all the contacts. Hopefully these have all loaded up from Outlook. If not, let me know and I can look further into it. But this should be all the email contacts from the several computers that I uploaded. Left hand side here, we can create groups. So we can create a group under this My Contacts heading if we need to send group emails. Not sure if you guys had groups set up on Outlook. If you did and still need them and get stuck, let me know. I've also showed Meg how to do groups, so she'll be able to show you guys as well if you ask her. Down the bottom of the drop down where contacts is, we've got tasks. You can set up tasks that can sync with your calendar if you need to be. Up the top right hand column, we've got this button with all the squares. Now this is where you guys can access your mail, your calendar, your Google Drive folder. You've got 30 gigabytes worth of storage, which includes your mail, but 30 gigabytes storage total per user. So you can keep all your documents on there. Say you write a Word document at home, you can upload it on Drive and receive it straight away instead of having to email it or put it on a USB. We've got Google Docs, which is the same as Microsoft Word, Google Sheets, which is the same as Microsoft Excel, Google Slides, which is the same as Microsoft PowerPoint. The layout of these is a little bit different. It does take a little bit to get used to, but once you start using it, I suggest just use either Microsoft Word or Docs, and it just makes it really simple to either just use one or the other. If you're happy with just using Word, just use Word. But yeah, they're a very useful tool to get into. They do take a bit to get used to, but it's absolutely wonderful. Groups, if we go to this groups button, groups is exactly the same as seeing all the emails for the different accounts on the left hand side here. A group is created where we can add members. So say a new member joins Lifehouse and they need to see Nils at riversidedubbo.com email. we'll add them to that group and they'll then be able to see that. Set up very simply to make it easy for everyone. My account, you can change some settings in there. Won't worry about that for the moment. But a calendar, I suggest getting onto. You can sync your calendar also with your phone, so you can download Google Calendars, you can download Google Gmail and Google Drive and Google Docs, Sheets and Slides. You can download all these apps onto your phone and log in, and that means everything will be synced between your devices. I've got Malcolm set up now, so he has his phone, tablet and laptop all set up so that he can, no matter where he is and what device he's on, he can see an email that he has sent, for example, from his phone. He can also see what bookings he has in his calendar. He's also shared a calendar with Meg, so Meg can make appointments for him, and then he can then look up and see what appointments he has next and what free time he has. So that's a bit of the basic layout of it. This personal email, so gay.carmen@riversidedubbo.com, can be used as a personal email. So for an example, if we go to compose, rightio, we've got this 2 tab, rightio. If you press 2, it'll come up with your contacts, where you can then select your contacts to add to an email. Or you can just type your contacts in manually. Now from, we've got this set up, so you can choose the email that you're writing. You can choose for it to be coming from gay.carmen, global care admin, Lifehouse, etc. You can choose which email you want it to come from. And then you've got your signatures automatically down here. You've got your attachment icon down the bottom. You can also drag and drop files directly into this. So for an example, I'll just quickly go to computer. I'll just wait for it to load for a second. Rightio, for an example, I've got a folder open. I can click on this image that I've got. I can click and drag and drop it directly into that email, and it will upload as an attachment. So really quick and easy uploading, doing it that way. Once it's loaded, you can also then click on it and delete it if you need to be. This automatically gets saved as draft as you go. Same with your documents, Excel, PowerPoint, everything gets saved as you go. So there's no actual physical having to press save. It automatically saves. You can also expand the view here, so we can press the expand tab and we just expand the view of our compose box. Down the bottom we can change the font and all those other settings that you might need to find. You can insert links, smiley faces, the whole deal. So that image is now inserted, so we can then click on it and we can adjust the sizes, or we can just click remove and then it will no longer be there. That's a quick rundown on composing, so sending an email. Sent mail, just this should have all your emails that are sent from whatever account should now go into this sent mail folder. We've got the more tab. Some stuff may go into a few different folders. This categories folder, it doesn't mean that emails are in here that aren't in here. This just subcategorizes automatically different things that it finds. Don't have to get too worried about that. The 26 emails in forums is not just sitting in forums. It will also be sitting in one of your other accounts up the top there. Down the right hand side, top right hand corner, we can click on the email address and we can then sign out. I'd suggest signing out at the end of every time you use it. That way we're sure that if anyone else comes on that computer and opens your browser, that they can't get into your stuff. So that's a quick tutorial. Sorry I couldn't get there to give you a tutorial face to face. Just happened to be going away and need to get you guys started on this. So let me know if there's any problems. Send me a message and I can get on to you. Try and use this as much as possible instead of Outlook from now on. I know it will take some getting used to, so that's why I'm leaving for a couple of weeks to change everything over. So thanks guys.